I spent over a decade and well over $20,000 trying to fix myself, implementing new routines, new habits, breaking old habits, and none of it stuck. I kept getting in my own way and sabotaging myself until I realized what was actually running the show. In today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I learned so you can avoid the same mistakes. It started when I was 14 years old trying to lose weight. I would set a new goal, give up, and repeat. And before I knew it, I was in my first full-time job with no money, no structure, and years of effort and nothing to show for it. And then when COVID hit, my life took a 180. Ever since I was a kid, I always thought that I would move to Hollywood and make it big as a filmmaker and actor. And eventually I realized I didn't want to seek opportunity from others, I wanted to make it myself. And that meant pursuing the independent path. Adapting to that new path was a tough pill to swallow, and as such, I started to struggle more and more with my belief in myself. I kept making promises and breaking them, only making things even worse. Something had to give, so I spent $2,500 to do the Muskogee Challenge in California with Bedros Keuilian. I was gonna come back a new man. Except what I came back with was a 5-night stay at the hospital, a bill that I would pay for a year on top of debilitating credit card debt, all because I failed myself again by not preparing physically. Eventually I crawled my way out of the debt, but ended back up in another dead-end job. So naturally, I went even further. I booked a 34-day trip to Hawaii so I could separate myself from my environment and come back once again a new man. Except I came back deeper in debt and more hopeless than ever before. I finally realized on that trip that what I was doing, this circle of self-sabotage, wasn't working. I realized that if I was gonna fix myself, I needed help. So I sought therapy. Now, after a decade of consistent self-sabotage, I started questioning where it all came from. I started drawing connections all the way back to my childhood and my emotionally absent father. In therapy, we dove deeper into those connections and all but directly put them together. And one night when I was sharing my journey with my mom, she gave me a piece of information that changed everything. A piece of information that directly connected without a doubt, indubitably, to my emotionally absent father. Back before all of this happened, before all of this self-sabotage, my dad believed that I needed to be fixed. And at first, it hurt. I felt angry. I felt, of course he did. And then no more than 30 seconds later, did I feel relief. The very things that I had been wondering had been confirmed in that moment. That this entire time, I was operating on a belief that wasn't even mine. I spent over a decade and well over $20,000 trying to fix something that wasn't broken. So if you're struggling to fix yourself and nothing you're doing is working, let me be the one to tell you why. Because you ain't broke. Most people think it's a discipline problem, but it's not. It's your core beliefs that are quietly running the show from behind the scenes and holding you back from your potential. And the longer you continue to believe that you're broken, you don't deserve it, you don't have time, or that putting your own needs first is selfish, the longer you'll continue to sabotage yourself. So how do you change it? You start by addressing the root cause instead of managing the symptoms with all of these external fixes. Until you reframe the thoughts that are holding you back into thoughts that launch you forward, no goal, no routine, no habit will stick. So wherever you are right now, I want you to ask yourself this. What belief do you have that is anchoring you exactly where you don't want to be? And then I want you to ask, what is it costing you to stay where you are? And finally, who would you be 1 year from now if you chose to believe something else? If you're a husband looking to ditch the self-sabotage and become the man your family deserves, I just released a masterclass inside of my free community on the Energy Leadership Framework. You'll learn the 7 levels of energy, how they support your goals, how they hold you back, and how you can tap into them at will to crush your goals. Click the link below. I'll see you inside.